They're both on their level 100s. We got CrossyChainsaw looking cute. And TheYeGuy over there as well. You know, they're both chilling. They just gave each other a handshake. These are both clanmates of ours. Crossy Chris and us, both being in Frost as well. What's we have obvious biases. I'm voting for. I'm rooting for TheYeGuy. He's rooting for CrossyChainsaw.
Of course. Man.
What's on your third opinion? Who do you think will take this home?
3, 2, 1. Do you want me to give like analytic approach who I think wins, or do you want me to tell you who I hope wins?
Both.
Okay, so I've been chilling with Crossy's ever since yesterday. I haven't met TheYeGuy that much, so obviously, you know, Crossy's what is he doing? We're like 10 seconds in, bro. I'm trying to tell a story because you're making it difficult by popping so hard. So, you know, I've been chilling at Crossy's room for like last night. So I want him to win.
No details, please.
No. I'm keeping this PG. But I think these guys are evenly matched. TheYeGuy, I know him not personally really well, but I know his gameplay really well because when I think of Space Electronics, when I think of EU Galaxy Cup, I always see this guy. I always see him in bracket. I've casted him a lot of times. And whenever he is on stream, it's hype. His cannon is absolutely nuts. But Crossy's still taking the lead.
Yeah, so my expectation for this is knowing TheYeGuy. He's also a very patient player that will have long games, but he really struggles with it when someone is more patient than him. I recall a set at Valencia where him and Raiko were facing up against each other, and TheYeGuy played really careful going into the second stock there, and those were long games. They played a best of 5. 2 game 5, every game at least 6 minutes.
Okay.
But the thing is, while TheYeGuy was very like patient, Raika was even more patient. Like he took that patience that TheYeGuy had and messed with it. And at some point TheYeGuy started losing it as well. And I think that's what's gonna happen with CrossyChainsaw as well. Crossy, as Chris said before, also extremely patient now, right?
Yeah. Even Crossy himself admitted that like him and TheYeGuy, it's pretty even. Like it's gonna be a tough match. He knows. Like he's not playing around now.
Yes, sir. Pretty even game here so far. Both in the orange on the second stock. A lot more even than one would probably expect, just looking at the two names that are facing off against each other. You know, kind of got Qatar mirror. TheYeGuy more favoring his cannon. How does CrossyChainsaw do on sword comparatively to sword?
Like his sword play is very based on his edge guards. It's crazy. Like when I spar him, it's really easy for him. He just knocks me off stage and then starts edge guarding me. Like it's crazy how he's like trying to knock just the enemy off the stage and then edge guarding. That's
Cannon stuff.
Really good.
TheYeGuy hitting. Oh my god, TheYeGuy's pop. Oh my god, TheYeGuy's juicing up right now.
Oh, that wake up. Does that take him? I does not take him out.
Like this is like the moment where it's not over yet for Crossy. Like if he takes the stock now.
If you say so, because I think it kind of is. He's very much in the disadvantage state. Doesn't get a weapon yet. Knocks out with neutral stick. Yeah. All right. That was TheYeGuy taking game 1. Surprisingly convincingly. That last stock was definitely a pop-off. Do we think that was adaptation, or did he just kind of get a cannon read and go flow-wise from there?
Yeah, probably this.
I think he just said, okay, let's just ascend it and go deep, because he's been playing kind of careful that entire match, not going for like too deep reach, not going too deep off stage. So actually sending it is a massive adaptation. It's such a change in your game plan that the opponent won't expect.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're on cannon, you kind of just go with the flow, don't you?
If it's like one wasted dodge, you can just go all out and do all the crazy streaks. Like if you know how to play cannon, it's really scary if you waste a dodge.
Yes, sir. But right now, Crossy doing an amazing job of keeping TheYeGuy on the offstage. This is exactly what he was looking for. That was a touch.
picture.
TheYeGuy has only touched CrossyChainsaw once so far. Crossy just keeping him on the edge guard, keeping him in the disadvantage state, keeping him where he wants him exactly. Very strategic gameplay here from Chainsaw so far, giving him the stage there, kind of letting TheYeGuy catch a bit of momentum, but he is back on that disadvantage state, and Crossy takes a very, very clean stock. Maybe hit like 3 times in total.
Yeah, this is what I mean. The patience on the edge guards, this is just crazy. Yeah. This is like the most CrossyChainsaw thing you would ever see.
Yeah, very, very good stuff. Now, TheYeGuy back on the guitars. I keep wanting to call him Dennis because that's what I call him all the time. It's kind of hard to guess.
Big read. Doesn't get the finisher, doesn't get the sider going deep. Crossy now on the edge. Weapon throw swaps to the sword. Both wasting a gravity cancel.
Yes.
Open arm. Delight into endlight, or there into endlight, no follow up from there. Crossy still adding up more and more damage, and he's still on their first stock.
You know, TheYeGuy being unarmed there against CrossyChainsaw's guitars really cost him as he went up into the orange. And surprisingly enough, today, TheYeGuy has been priming the guitars while he's mostly known for cannon, you know, considering he has a level 100 Zol, a level 100 Lin Fei, and some other high-level cannon legends. You would really expect him to stick to that cannon a lot more, but knocking out CrossyChainsaw there, you know, kind of rough. Now he's priming the cannon, but previously he was more playing guitars, which might have cost him a bit considering he's playing guitar mirror into a guitar main.
Yeah, this is like also really, really hard for TheYeGuy, I think. Because Crossy knows all, he's like the guitar veteran, like he knows everything about them.
Yeah, like I played against Crossy today earlier in the tourney.
Yeah. How was
They're
your
so
experience?
Scary. It was first he wasn't on Azuri all the time. He played one game of Roland where he absolutely drove me.
Roland?
Yeah,
Roland.
He played Roland because he noticed that I started adapting to his Azuri. So his mindset was, okay, I'm gonna retain the sword, but I'm gonna swap my main weapon, and I just didn't adapt properly, and like he kind of stopped me, two-stocking me. But the match I played against this Azuri, it was really explosive back and forth.
Yes, sir. Looking at the game right now, by the way, CrossyChainsaw kind of lost the lead that he had at the start, the really strong lead, but now he's kind of zoning out the TheYeGuy, and right as I say that, TheYeGuy knocks him out. This is winnable for the TheYeGuy. He's in the yellow, he has the weapon and has Crossy unarmed in both situations. Now, he is connecting with the cannon, trying to guard the weapon, keeps Crossy off there. Definitely a spicy situation for the TheYeGuy. This is where it decides if he keeps the game going, drops the downlight down air, as he hit the downlight a little bit too high to go for a down air there. Really keeps him off the weapon, but another weapon spawns. CrossyChainsaw getting the guitars now. Good juggle option there by the TheYeGuy, keeping himself in the game. That is the TheYeGuy tech as we know and love it. NSYNC ground pound on the Lin Fei, doing what we all know him for, and it works twice. TheYeGuy taking away. And the cider almost finishes him off. Now TheYeGuy himself also in the orange. This is still doable for Crossy, but that endlight sends him, and it is 2-0 to the TheYeGuy. The TheYeGuy taking it really, really strongly. But you know, in the first game, TheYeGuy took a confident 2-stock, but this time it actually went down to the last stock where TheYeGuy was also approaching the knockout zone. Crossy's like slowly, very slowly creeping up to the TheYeGuy.
Really, really close matches.
Yeah, you know, you can really tell when someone is slowly figuring out the playstyle of the other person by just seeing how the results in a set slowly get closer and closer. And it's like, yo, previously it was a 2-stock, now it's all of a sudden a 1-stock at orange. Oh wow, you won!
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, he's gonna mix it up with the Roland. I was just gonna say that.
CrossyChainsaw picking the Roland. I don't know if this is a good attempt, throwing away the guitars that he loves, but maybe it works. Maybe it's just as big of a surprise to the TheYeGuy as it is to us, and it might throw him off that much that he actually loses here. Because I think dropping the main weapon that he utilizes that much is actually a bit questionable.
I don't think it
Even
I have
defense.
Obviously if like it's a level 20 Roland as opposed to his level 100 Azuri. But
Yeah, you
his-
got to consider though. CrossyChainsaw switched from console to PC. I don't know if those levels are collapsed due to the
No.
thing. Oh, you as a console player would know. Yeah, so the levels aren't counted up. He might have a high level Roland on console. Who knows?
No, wait, I think after cross progression came out, he could just merge the accounts. I'm not sure if he did it. Probably not.
No, but his Roland. Here's the thing. Because he's not a Lance, he still has a really solid
It's
Lance.
looking very strong
But
so far.
He plays Lance very differently than you would think of with most people. He plays Lance differently from Stingray. He plays Lance differently from Coco Pirate, for example, and Tools for English Shang and Ogren. But it's not a bad Lance, it's just different. So someone of the YeGuy's caliber will have previous experience against other Lance players, but they play Lance in such an... I guess you could say Crossy's Lance is more unorthodox than the normal Lance main, which is why it's so difficult
to adapt
to, but also to expect and be prepared for, because when he goes for stuff that people that actually main Lance don't go for.
Yeah, that can definitely throw you off, but that all depends on how well the YeGuy manages to adapt here, as he gets nared twice on the second stock already. CrossyChainsaw still being in the light orange here on his first stock. Now YeGuy connecting some hits, has the cannon in the hand for the first time in this game. Does that work better than his guitars did previously? We will see that in a second, but so far it's looking like CrossyChainsaw really has control of the stages. He's just taking stage control, keeping YeGuy in disadvantaged states, and keeping him where he likes him, likes it to kind of take control of the game, of the flow. Mm-hmm. And right now it's looking like the YeGuy might be getting that back a little bit as the Sideseek is able to finish there. You know, I never know with Lanfei when he's actually going to take stocks. Like, finishing off stocks on Lanfei is just so questionable.
It's mostly not even 6, it's like Nair or something. It's always like
D-Light Nair.
Yeah, D-Light Nair.
But also for recovery on guitars. Here's the thing, although Canon has a KO confirm, guitars doesn't, but D-Light on Canon is kind of committal because of how much startup it has.
Ooh.
I think you even saw the YeGuy earlier in the tournament messing up with the D-Light Nair.
Like, I asked him about that. It was against Merlin, and he dropped the game because of that. I asked him about that, and it was actually, according to him, the setup, because he just kept walking afterwards, which he didn't input apparently.
Oh, alright. I was just hating on him.
But maybe he was making excuses, who knows?
Bro, but this thing even happens to me when I play Canon, even though I don't have any technical issues.
Oh my, I keep forgetting to update the in-game thing.
Crossy is still having the lead though, he is keeping it closer than he did on the Azuri. I'm telling you, don't sleep on this Roland secondary thing.
Yes, sir.
I think Crossy's main thing is even though if he doesn't really play a weapon, he knows how to approach, which is making him really dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. Even though he doesn't know the optimal string routes, he doesn't know the flow chart. You can get very far in this game with just fundamentals on a certain map. I know 1 or 2.
His neutral is really good.
Exactly. That doesn't just go for Crossy, that goes for everyone. I've seen this on a lot of players that either have secondaries or don't have a specific main at all. They just keep swapping, but because they have that much game knowledge, that much game sense, they can make anything work. And Crossy, as a guitar player, is making Lance work.
I honestly think, the way I'm seeing it, considering that CrossyChainsaw almost had a full stock lead at the start of the game, that surprise from the Lance switch is actually gone now. I think the YeGuy has the download on CrossyChainsaw now, and it's not looking like this is gonna be it, as the double recovery almost knocks him out. Downstick connects, now going for the vicious ground pound there.
Oh, Crossy commits!
Okay. Down to the last stock. If he gets a Lance 0 to death here potentially, he could take this. I think he's gonna go for the Lance, as winning a neutral is actually hard. Oh, he commits to the neutral game. Very interesting decision. One good hit, and that is it. The YeGuy takes it home 3-0. I did not expect this.